Welcome to the Evolution of Consciousness channel. Almost everyone is familiar with the feeling of déjà vu, which means already seen in French. It is the feeling that you have been in this place before and experienced a similar sequence of events. The explanations can be as follows. You saw this scene on TV earlier, observed a scene similar to this one but not identical, or saw this event in a dream before it happened. In the scientific community, the term déjà vu was coined by the French neurologist François-Léon Arnaud, who proposed its use at a meeting of the Medical Psychological Society. Arnaud described the case of his patient, an officer named Louis, who served in French Indochina but contracted malaria and went home. A year and a half later, Louis began to experience symptoms of déjà vu. At his brother's wedding, he said that he had already been to it a year ago, remembered every detail, and did not understand why they were playing it again. And when he first arrived at the psychiatric hospital, he claimed that he had been treated here last year, so he recognized the people and the environment. Later, Louis explained it this way: "I live in two parallel lives. Despite the constant attempts of science to explain the phenomenon of déjà vu, it was mystified and interpreted in terms of esotericism. As a result, several unscientific hypotheses have emerged. Reincarnation is only one of many possible explanations. Déjà vu is a memory from a past life. This is what supporters of the reincarnation theory believe. Allegedly, the effect occurs when a person finds himself or herself in a familiar environment and surroundings from previous lives. For example, the American singer Tina Turner suggests that in her past life she was Queen Hatshepsut of Egypt. She realized this when she had a déjà vu experience during an excursion to the Egyptian pyramids. Such situations can surprise people who have no idea about the subject. Webster Richard told a story in which one of his acquaintances experienced a similar feeling one evening at home. She had sliced a lemon to put in drinks prepared for herself and her husband, and then sat on the veranda to watch the sunset. When she raised the glass to her lips, she smelled the lemon on her fingers and was immediately transported to her past life in Renaissance Italy, where she posed for an artist in a large garden. "I am sure that lemon scented that garden," she said. "Its smell suddenly brought me back to the past. I don't understand why it happened now, because I've known the scent of lemon all my life. Anyway, I felt insanely happy. I was in love with a Roldo, for whom I was posing, and I felt a surge of delight so strong that I thought my heart would fail." She smiled sadly. "Nothing like this has ever happened to me in my life," she added. Dr. Frederick Lenz, a psychologist, studied spontaneous memories of past lives and described his observations in his book, The Times of Life. He noticed that most of these memories come in dreams or during meditation, when visions appear, or as moments of déjà vu. Dr. Lenz noticed that just before a spontaneous memory of a past life, people feel as if they are becoming lighter, and bright colors begin to flash before their eyes. They experience a sense of euphoria, a good feeling, and it seems that the room begins to vibrate. Then suddenly, they are transported for a few moments into a past life. Often afterwards, they seem slightly numb. There are several other esoteric hypotheses regarding déjà vu. Déjà vu is a confirmation of the existence of parallel worlds. Proponents of this theory believe that the phenomenon occurs because a person simultaneously experiences the same event in two parallel universes. At this point, the worlds intersect and an unsettling sense of recognition arises. Déjà vu is a malfunction in the Matrix. The theory is inspired by the sci-fi movie The Matrix, in which humanity lives in a simulation and the world is ruled by machines with artificial intelligence. Deja vu is a manifestation of clairvoyance. This is the opinion of some parapsychologists. According to the theory, familiar feelings appear because a person has already seen a similar situation but only in a dream, and thus learned their future. Subscribe to the channel, there are many more interesting things to come.